Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the SS Football channel. And today we've got the match preview, or the look ahead to Sheffield United versus Manchester United, of course, in the Premier League. Now, of course, as it says right there, unfortunately, there is no watch along for this game. I'm working, unfortunately. But kickoff is 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So, obviously, watch it. I, unfortunately, will not be able to. It should be a good game. It should be a good game. Manchester United, of course, come into it off of the back of that 2-1 win over Brentford. Again, unfortunately, I didn't watch that game. That was a 3 o'clock kickoff just before the international break. Unfortunately, I couldn't watch it. I was just busy. So, but we did win that game. Now, like I keep saying, we didn't do a watch along for that, but as you can see, it was a nervy one, wasn't it? It was a very, very nervy one. Largely, Brentford was seen as the better team. They were winning going into the 90th. And at that point, you're thinking, right, Brentford have got this game sorted. But you can never count out Manchester United. Scott McSauce, Scott McTominay, McTerminator, Muck whatever you want to call him, Muck Mayo. Scott McTominay off of the bench with a brace, 93rd and 97th minute, to give Manchester United all 3 points. And that sees us sit in 10th in the Premier League. Now, there it's highlighting Wolves. That is a mistake. It should not be highlighting Wolves. It should be highlighting Sheffield United, who are bottom with just the 1 point from 8 games. So what is that? That's from an available 24. Available 24 point, 1 point out of 24 is horrific, isn't it? We've got 12. We've got half the points we could have collected. That's not great, but it's better than 1. So, really, I think that should kind of tell you everything you need to know about this game. Manchester United, better team, way higher in the league. We should be winning this game, and fairly straightforward. Team news about Sheffield United. So as we just said, they do come into this game bottom of the Premier League. Coming into it as well off the back of a 3-1 defeat to Fulham. And you can see form-wise, it's all draw. It's all defeats. They had a draw. They did draw 1 game, to be fair to them. That draw coming up against Everton, where they took a 2-goal lead. A 2-1 lead. And Arnaut Danjuma equalised for Everton in the 55th minute. But Sheffield United are bad. They are really bad. There's rumours about the manager getting sacked. I don't really know if that's the right choice. I don't even know if he's that good of a manager. But for me, if you're Sheffield United, you've got to expect to be getting relegated this year. Like even before a ball was kicked, surely you're expecting to go down. So why? Now, kind of the reality is here. Are you now thinking sack a manager? I think you've got to kind of trust what Hickenbotham's doing. And kind of going, look, yes, we're going to get relegated, but he's brought in some good players. And yes, some of us he will leave because when you get relegated, or potentially will leave. But you're bringing more money. You get the parachute payments. And fingers crossed you come straight back up next year and you'll be in a position where maybe then you can fight to try and stay in the division. Again, that might be a bit hopeful first year coming back up straight away. But it's kind of putting those building blocks in place where you can get into the Premier League and kind of stay there long term. That kind of, for me, has to be the project for Sheffield United under... How do you pronounce the manager's name? Hickenbotham. Name. Heckingbottom. Sorry. Whether or not the owners of Sheffield United will kind of stick with that, I'm not sure. When it comes to injury news, Sheffield United have got a few players out, but the key ones being Basham, Baldock, and Egan, 3 defenders. Probably 3 first choice defenders as well. They are big misses for Sheffield United. And especially from defensively, that's Sheffield United have to be good defensively. And with those guys missing, hopeful for Manchester United. That being said, look, Sheffield United, they haven't been a walkover against the big sides this season. 2-1 against Tottenham. 2-1 against Man City. Those are close games. Rodri's having to score in the 88th minute to win Man City that game. Tottenham scoring in the 98th and I guess the 100th minute to win against Sheffield United. So Sheffield United don't just roll over. They are a good side, and Gustavo Hammer and Cameron Archer are two very, very good players for Sheffield United. Hammer, he came in to replace Sander Berge, and he has been fantastic for Sheffield United. A really, really shrewd piece of business for them. He provides goals from midfield. He's a very good player. And he can cause some real damage for Manchester United if we don't get our midfield kind of sorted out. Because, I mean, it's no secret that United's midfield this year has been a bit of a mess. When it comes to the team I think Sheffield United will play, it will probably be something similar to this. So that's Wes Foderingham in goal. Jack Robinson, I'm not even 100% sure how you pronounce this guy's name. Is it Ahmed Anel Hamazosic? He's Bosnian. And then Trusty as a back three. Gerard Bogle, Luke Thomas as your wing backs. With Hammer, Souza, and I've gone for Norwood. It could be McAtee, obviously on loan from Manchester City in there instead. And then up top as a front three, Ollie McBurney and Cameron Archer, for me, will be the front two. They've got Ryan Brewster on the bench, who came on against West Ham. But I do think we will see... and he also came on against Fulham. But I do think we'll see McBurney and Archer. They have kind of been the front two that Sheffield United have started with most weeks. When it comes to United, this is how our injury list looks, and it's not looking good, is it? Obviously, we know the situation with Jadon Sancho, and he looks set to leave Manchester United come January, which is a shame. It's not really worked out, especially after the pre-season he had. Again, both pre-seasons under Erik ten Hag, Jadon Sancho has been great, yet hasn't really got the opportunity ahead of Anthony. And even this year, he played as kind of that false nine in pre-season against Arsenal, was great. Scored against Arsenal in that role. But Højlund's played there. We've not used him there at all. And obviously we know what happened with the fallout after the Arsenal game. With Ten Hag saying we picked other players because of application and effort levels in training. And obviously Jadon Sancho didn't take that too well. Look, it's a tricky situation with Jadon Sancho. It really, really is. We've seen what he can do, especially in a Dortmund shirt. Hasn't really produced to the same level in a United shirt. But at the same time, look, he's a quality player. And do you give up on a player like that? Especially when you look to play the kind of system that we do. If I go to this, well, we have one of our wing backs kind of invert into like a 3-2-4, or have both of them invert into a kind of a 2-3-1, 2-3-4-1, and you have your two advanced 10s. Are you telling me a Jadon Sancho wouldn't be perfect in kind of that Mason Mount or Bruno Fernandes role as a 10? So it is a bit of a shame that it's not really worked out. But look, who knows? Everything could get resolved. There's still a while until January. So we'll have to kind of wait and find out. Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw and Lissandro Martinez and Malacia, they've been out for a while. And you look at that could be a first choice back four. And they're all out. That's kind of shows the injury crisis United have. 3 out of 4 first choice defenders are out. Casemiro, he picked up a knock for Brazil, but so he looks like he will be out. With Ahmad, Obviously, we know he got injured in pre-season, still out. While Kobe Mainu, there is some good news at last. Kobe Mainu is back in first team training. He's training with the group. He reportedly played a behind closed door friendly against Barnsley with a lot of the Manchester United players. I'm not quite sure if that was in the 21s or a group of first team. I'm not really sure. But the reports are he was looking very sharp. So we could see him maybe not start, but part of the matchday squad for this game, which will be very exciting because I think Kobe Mainu, I think me and a lot of other players have a lot of belief, and there's a lot of potential in Kobe Mainu, and I'm excited to see how he can get on. When it looks to the team, bearing in mind those injuries, this is what I think we'll see. Onana in goal, back four. I think Erik ten Hag has shown he likes this back four with Lindelof and Varane as a centre-back partnership. Dalot and Reguilon kind of have to play, regardless of what you think of both of them. They have to play, don't they? Because there's nobody else. Reguilon is our only available left back. Dalot's our only available right back. Amrabat and Mason Mount in the midfield double pivot. With obviously becoming more of a 4-3-3 or kind of out in possession with Amrabat being that lone six with Mason Mount pushing it on alongside Bruno Fernandes, with Marcus Rashford and Antony on the flanks, with Rasmus Højlund up top. Rashford was in good form for England. Erik ten Hag has shown he doesn't really like to drop Marcus Rashford. So in what world are we going to see a drop to Marcus Rashford? Not in this world, I don't think. So Marcus Rashford will play up top, will play on the left, which obviously means no room for Alejandro Garnacho, who has been in good form for United recently. He is unlucky to miss out, but look, we know Erik ten Hag will go with Antony. Rashford will play, and Rasmus Højlund will play. So that's how it will be. And look, my team is very, very, very similar. The only change I would make is Harry Maguire would start, for me, over Victor Lindelof. I would even start Johnny Evans, potentially, over Lindelof. Now, alongside Lisandro Martinez, I think, yes, Victor Lindelof is great. However, for me, having both Varane and Lindelof, it's far too passive for me. I think you need an aggressor in that centre-back, someone who's going to step out the line, not only to play the ball through the lines, but also just go win a tackle. Victor Lindelof, you see so often, he gets the ball, he's timid, he's passive, he just gives it the easy pass to his left or easy pass to the right. Or, like, you look at the Brentford goal. The ball comes in, and Victor Lindelof has to deal with that. Yes, Onana probably should save it, but the opportunity should never arise because Lindelof has to get that ball clear, and he messes it up. It's a stupid clearance. It's so soft, it's so weak, it's so timid, and that's how it falls to Jensen to score. And I think if that's Harry Maguire in that position, he gets pelters. He's played well for England, Harry Maguire. I would start Harry Maguire in this game over Victor Lindelof. I would like to see Martial play. I think Martial, whenever he comes on, he makes things happen. So I did consider playing Anthony Martial, whether that was up top or on the left. However, I just think Højlund, when he plays, he looks dangerous. I like the look of Rasmus Højlund. I don't know if he's fully fit, 100%. Obviously, he went off injured. Looked like more of a precautionary for Denmark against San Marino. If he is fully fit, I think you do start Rasmus. But I wouldn't be opposed to starting Anthony Martial. Like I say, things seem to happen when he's on the pitch, and that doesn't surprise me at all. Anyone who kind of have been around this channel for a while knows I'm a big fan of Anthony Martial. So I'd be more than happy to see Anthony Martial play in this game, whether that's for Rashford, Antony, or Rasmus Højlund. But I do think if I'm Erik ten Hag, that's the team I start with. Now, my prediction for the game. Obviously, let me know yours down in the comment section and the live chat. I think United do win the game. The league table doesn't lie, does it? we are better than them. They're bottom, we're 10th. We've got 11 points on them. They've got 1 point all season. We will beat Sheffield United. And if we don't, players need dropping. Questions need to be asked. But I don't have much. I don't have fear. I don't have. There's not really any part of me that believe Sheffield United will beat us. I'm going for a 3-0 Manchester United win. Have some of that. But look, that is going to be it from me today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching.